So firstly, my heartiest congratulations go to Bishop Donal now. It's unusual saying Bishop Donal, but it's lovely to congratulate you today, and it's lovely to be with your family and friends and your loved ones today, Donal, and so many who are gathered from around the Archdiocese. I look forward to working with you, Donal, as we support Archbishop Dermot in his very weighty ministry as the Chief Shepherd, in service of the people, the priests, the religious and deacons of the diocese. May the Lord bless you always with his love and with his strength. Again, I thank all in the Archdiocese who have been so welcoming to me since the announcement in Tuam on the 10th of April. Archbishop Dermot, the people, priests, deacons and religious of Dublin have been so supportive, and that is deeply appreciated. Thanks to His Excellency Archbishop Montemayor for his support and guidance and wisdom over these weeks and months. To my own family and friends and loved ones, to those in the Diocese of O'Conry and Kildare and Loughlin Diocese, to my brother bishops and priests and all who have had such an important part in my own life story, thank you for your love and support, which is a source of great strength for me every day. And to all of those who organised today, that Bishop Donal mentioned, and all who were involved in the ceremony today, Muile Buicas. You know, over recent weeks, many people have been asking me, what will you be doing as an auxiliary bishop? And I'm sure, Donal, it has been the same with yourself as well. And it reminds me of an experience, a real-life experience I had when I was visiting a confirmation class in a small country school in County Sligo last year, just before confirmation. And the parish priest of that parish is here today. And during a questions and answers session with the kids, one of them asked me, what's the typical day like in the life of a bishop? So it was a really good question when you think about it. And I proceeded to tell the kids what that particular day had been like. So I said I got up early, I said my few prayers, I said Mass in the cathedral that morning, I had my breakfast, then I had to check on the post because a bishop has a lot of post and emails to go through. I had a meeting that morning, then I had to go and visit the school and visit all the classrooms and the teachers and so on and so forth. Then I had to get back to the office, prepare a sermon for something that was happening the following weekend. Then I had another Zoom meeting that night. So I was exhausted telling them about my day, when one little fella in all innocence put up his hand and he said, this is true, do you have a real job as well? There's always one. And, However, he was making a very good point, I think, and he really did get me thinking that day. What is my real job? What is my real calling? And you know, this goes for us all, whether we're in this way of life or maybe married way of life, because sometimes maybe we can forget the most important things in the day-to-day business of our everyday lives. And it's always important, I think, to reconnect with what's at the heart of our call. The heart of my call as a priest and bishop, and as one immersed into the life of Christ on the day I was baptized in May 1971, is to share the message and to continue the mission of Jesus Christ. That's a challenging mission today, as we all know. And we've come through an enormous amount of change as a society and as a church. And we've had to confront very difficult truths that were necessary to face. And this will always be part of our story. However, in the midst of all of this change, the mission remains the same. As baptized Christians, we proclaim Jesus Christ in season and out of season. Some would say that the church hasn't got a voice anymore. The church is dying and no longer has a place in the public square. Pope St John XXIII referred to them as the prophets of doom, who are always forecasting disaster. They're always with us. But it's important to remember that the church is not dying. It's a model of church that is dying. We are on the cusp of something very new. because the church is always in a process, a journey of renewal. And we, as the baptized, are part of that story right here, right now, in this moment. Pope Francis, as he leads us on his synodal path, is helping us to re-engage with the church as the people of God, which was proclaimed by the Second Vatican Council. So in a sense, this is an exciting moment. We don't have it all worked out, far from it. But we just need to be open to the Spirit, listen to where the Spirit is calling us, and do not be afraid. The beautiful image of the Trinity, which we reflect upon today, reminds us of the importance of community and togetherness. So let's go forward together, knowing that we are held in the embrace of a God who loves us profoundly. Having this foundation enables us to be open to the possibilities of tomorrow. As St John Paul II reminded the young people at the World Youth Day event in Toronto in 2002, he said, "Although I have lived through much darkness, I have seen enough evidence to be unshakably convinced that no difficulty, no fear is so great that it can completely suffocate the hope that springs eternal in our hearts. Do not let that hope die. Stake your lives on it." That's our real job. That's our real calling today as a community of disciples, to build hope as pilgrims of hope. We are called to go out into the deep. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your love and your support and your welcome. And please continue to pray for me and all of us who have been called to serve the people of God, that we will be faithful to our mission. God bless you, and thank you again for your kind welcome.